Morning, 16th of June 2024. Today is Father's Day. For some of us, Dad's not around. We've got stepdads. We've got granddads looking after us. It means a lot. The name Fred could be important. The letter F, anything beginning with F. Can't think of it. Frank. Maybe it's something exotic like Felipe. I don't know if that's not with a P or an F. Fernando keeps coming up in the Astrology, doesn't it? Hi, Abba. So we've got 11th house of wishes and dreams. We've got Taurus and we've got Pisces. Today's song is I think it's called Drive by Alan Jackson. So the name Alan or Jackson could be important. Dad could be getting a new car today if he's very lucky. Or you may be driving Dad's car. Because if I can remember it rightly, it's about the first time Dad let you drive the car or taught you how to drive. There's also a boat in it, I think. I'm not sure. So maybe it's not just a car, maybe it's somebody with a boat. Your dad built a boat, so first time Dad lets you use or teaches you how to use something. Memories of Dad, which is appropriate, isn't it? Which I think is probably why Spirit put it in the head. But we'll see what message we get from that, because it's got to be relevant, or what's the point? 16 is what we've been waiting for, the Tower moment. We need it in the upright so that it's a blessing in disguise. Maybe that was for you, Dad's birthday. Maybe it was a door number that you lived at. Who knows? But it is the neutral part of the read because it's today's card. If it comes out again, however, that's different. So let's see what they want us to know today. We've got some new followers, I've noticed. That's very nice. Thank you for joining us. You're very welcome. Some of you may not be new. Some of you might have found me from before. But whichever way it is, I'm very pleased and proud to have you with us. I hope you'll stay around for many years, like most of the others have. So let's have a look then. In the last part, so it's not urgent. It's not like it's going to change anytime soon. It might be there tonight, not today. Looks like somebody isn't arriving or somebody can't get somewhere. Again, we had that, I think, yesterday. Somebody doesn't get there in time, on time. They got to travel. Inheritances lost. The number 72. The fixed signs of Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So somebody's leading you a merry dance and you're going around in circles. 21. But they've been found out. So whatever it is, the lies, deceit, the theft, the trickery, whatever's being done behind your back. But with it being Father's Day, it might be a surprise holiday booked. So we don't want to look at the negative all the time. But it looks like somebody's lacking the funds. Maybe they can't get to you. Maybe they can't buy you a present. Maybe you're feeling lacking in some way. Lonely in a room full of people, half erased, especially for the blokes today. If you're separated from your family, etc., the kids, walking around on eggshells, trying to do the right thing. Oh dear. But there is a vehicle there. What I talk about? Drive. So that's what Dad's talking about, is the vehicle, the car. Taking back control of your own life. So Dad, sometimes when the kids have left and it's empty nest, maybe you have to find some way to fill it. So it's the yin to your yang. It's travel across country. So if that can't come to you, you go to them. The truth is coming out. You're no longer trapped in this mental prison. You realise that somebody's deliberately blocking your path, stopping you from, or stopping them from travelling. So for me, it's blatantly obvious. One of these scenarios is somebody stopping you seeing the kids on Father's Day. So you got to go and travel to them, I'm afraid. Even if you just sit outside and so they know, they see your car, whatever, so they know you're not ignoring them. There's Leo energy here, which is mentioned in the thing. We've got Pisces there, somebody playing the martyr or the victim to get what they want. You may have had half of everything you want taken from you and the kids. But it's not going unnoticed. We've got the 19 negative now. So the 19 through to the 21, they could be neighbours, number 19 and 21. So, but the 7 and 25 is positive. So the Cancer energy, the home and family life, that's what's important. Get there if you can. The White Horse again of Kent. Deliberately keeping you in the dark. Like I said, I'm hoping the other scenario is the true one, where somebody's buying you a car, and that's what all this secrecy has been about. It's not what you think it is. You maybe think, why does nobody want to be around me? And it's maybe because they've got a nice surprise for you. Who knows? Let's have a look. Yeah, you're definitely in the dark. We've got an eclipse going on here, so I'll see if we've got one coming up. Elaine will probably know better than me. So now we've got the 18 and the 19. So something has been a path of blood and tears, and you feel like you can't create anything. Financial success. Somebody's keeping this financial success to themselves. Leo energy again. It's quite strange. You are either being ungrateful or feeling unworthy. If you're being ungrateful, somebody will take something from you, or spirit will take something from you, so that you do appreciate what you've got. So appreciate what you've got, or they could take more from you. If you're feeling unworthy, that's not true. You are reaping what you sowed, so your decisions have brought you to now. But if you want a better future, then put the effort in to do the right thing, and you will reap those rewards later. So, pare away what no longer serves you. Now I've got the 21 and the 22. So this is Richard. This is someone holding you back. Those born in the year of the dog. This is fear of being the fool. This is fearing tomorrow, what comes tomorrow. Yeah, there are those who see what they're shown, and obviously some of these don't see it your way. Simple as that. There's nothing you can do. You're never going to make them see it from your point of view. The truth will out there. Spirit is giving you the gift twice of the truth. Speak your truth. Use that sword to sever ties, and there will be success. Don't be in a prison of your own mind. Yeah, something is dead, done, dusted here. You're feeling drained emotionally. There is no more happiness to be had. It was good at some point, but it's not anymore. You're holding on to something. They said this yesterday, didn't they? The name Alice. Something, and now your fingertips are bleeding because it's well past its sell-by date. The fairy godmother's coming to tell you, ready or not, it's time to let go. And it could be of the kids. Stop trying to control others. What's yours will always be yours. It can't be taken from you. So maybe you feel like they've abandoned you because now they're doing their own thing. Don't be narrow-minded. Don't be stubborn. Give it a go. You never know. You might think this doesn't fit. It's not right for me, but be adaptable and go with it and see where it takes you. Let go. Let Spirit do it, because this is a nightmare situation. You may be grieving the loss of Dad, and it's a hard time. And you're impatient. This Leo is impatient. And we've got a divorced or widowed female, or if it's not female, it's Aquarius. Aquarius cuspers. Someone who seeks revenge. So that'll be the one that's keeping the kids away from the dad. Using the kids as weapons. That's never good, never right. Lawyers, doctors, or spiritual leaders that are giving you the wrong advice. You being confused in your mind. Yeah, because there's enemies. Gemini energy now. Rapid communications, they're not good. And somebody using, like I said, using the kids as weapons. The enemy within and without. Seeing friends as enemies and enemies as friends. So the enemy may not be the one you think it is. Could be about a marriage. There's definitely Taurus here, Taurus in the dice. It's about the throat, neck and throat, healing. You need to speak your truth. You need to believe in yourself. It's a baptism, maybe. It's a religions, it's schools, it's teachers. It's your upbringing, the way you was brought up to believe something. Marriages and friendships, Simon, Peter and Keys. So someone feels stuck in stormy waters because someone won't leave go of the past. Keep dragging it up. So you don't feel like you can walk away because you feel like a failure. If that's you, dads, then it's not about what's gone on in the past. It's about what you do now to prove to yourself that you're doing all the right things that you can do. And sooner or later, if you keep doing the right thing, this will heal. But you've got to be honest. You've got to be true to yourself. You've got to speak your truth. Don't be the martyr and the victim. It's not going to help. Don't be saying, but you did this and you did that. Just say whatever you have to say. Sorry, but don't say if you don't mean it. But all I'm saying is, be honest. If you care, do something about it. There he is. Mars, force. So don't be the bully, because that won't get you anywhere. It's Aries energy. It's Dad. It's the All-Father. It's Odin. It's Wednesday. Massively important. Well done, Dad, for coming out today. So, number 4 and 31, and the number 5. Number 5 is mentioned there twice. Aquarius is mentioned twice. So it's about showing that you're passionate without being a bully, because your aggression will be seen by the kids as negative. This is war. This is going to war. It doesn't determine who's right. The name Bet and Russell could be important. You got to fight for this if you want it. This could be about land, property, agriculture. You may be in the army, the military. Italy could be important. Mars makes a shove hard the way others don't, and one might call him the bully. Mars is the ruler of sexuality and aggression. It's a lustful planet, and those two are both sex. That drives us and allows us to face these difficult challenges in life. To follow our passion, no matter what stands in the way, so no matter what blocks they put in your path. If we didn't have Mars, we could not know how to fight. So Dad, in some way, maybe showed you how to fight. Might have been a negative way, it might have been a positive way. You will need to push back in terms of defence. You are going to face either an aggressive situation or need to confront and defend, or an intense, arousing sexual encounter which may or may not involve romance. Mars indicates an overwhelming attraction. This is a time where you will not only feel forced, but driven. It's time to consider your goals and desires, and do not let them fall into the shadows. Right now, your action is needed. You cannot sit back and wait and people please. When this card presents itself, you will be challenged to protect your interests or to move ahead quickly on something. The Mars card indicates a type of passion and drive that is linked to the spirit and life force. In ancient British magic, the type of energy was the cunning fire. So the fire signs being cunning. Leo, Aries, we haven't had Sagittarius, so we won't bring them in it. That enabled men and women to act like gods and goddesses. So divas maybe. To create and defend, to build energy, to seek and claim, to force and pursue, and thus to change their fate. If you sit back and do nothing, nothing's going to change. Turning up this card infers that a fire needs to be lit under your passion. It's time to achieve what you want in life. At least you're being shown a clear path. So you're not being shown a clear path, that's the problem. But tomorrow maybe you will. It could be romantic or sexual, or it could be a type of any type of relationship. But more importantly, these are goals that you should pursue at this current time as vigorously as possible before it's too late. It can also indicate a formidable competitor has just arrived on the scene, your enemy. Other issues to do with this card are the law, military, sports games, so maybe you have to go to the kids' sports games a bit more often. Challenges of all kinds. Becoming more physically and actively involved. Put your money where your mouth is, show up or shut up. Also, fiery tempers and actual fires. The question to ask now is how to take action. You know what you're not doing. How do you create momentum to achieve your goals and dreams? Have you been challenged to protect your own interests? Are you being pushed too hard by something or someone? How do you clear the path to get what you want? You may need to be willing to do battle because some situation has challenged you to a fight. the emperor, the boss, the government official, the father figure, etc., the partner. 17, the cosmos, creation, spiral. So we've got Aquarius there, Aquarius here, and Aquarius there. So anybody born between the 20th of January and the 20th of February, so that could be dad, especially if they're in spirit. This is the universe, celestial, which is where we started. The cosmic egg, the conception of something. So now we have 16, 17, 18, 19, and 21, and 22. So what happened to number 20? That's Judgment Day. So leave judgment out of this for now. It's an important symbol for the Celts. It symbolises many things, but most importantly, it represents the constant cycles of the stars in the night sky. The North Star was believed to be the location which was termed as heaven. So dad in heaven. The stars spiralled in the sky, which became the pathway to how souls ascended to heaven. A spiral has no beginning or end, it just is. And when we think of creation, we think of there being a beginning, and usually needs a force to create it. So where does that force come from? From dad. It needs movement, it needs motivation, an energy or a force behind it to make it start. What are you about to create? What do you need in order to make it happen, to speak your truth? How will you continue to keep it moving? To keep something moving, it needs constant flow of energy, not haphazard. It's got to be consistent. A sustainable force. In drawing this card, you may be asked to look at what drives your momentum. Is it sustainable? Will it be enough to keep everything moving, or are you driving things too fast? Are you speeding? Which will end up in burnout. Just as we draw energy from the earth, so too can we draw upon the energies from above. Other realms, the moon, the stars, the sun, we've got all of them here. All of energies that can work with. Keep in mind that we are made from stardust. Meditating or journeying can help us connect with these energies, so it may be time to explore new options for keeping your cup full. Sustainability is the key to keep the spiral forever in motion. So do something that makes you smile. There's the crow, 23 again. So 5 and 23 is the Taurus card. And the crow is Scorpio. So a new player. Where is it? I'll pause you for a minute, I can't find the book. 23. The raven. The sacred bird of death and endings. The raven brings a message of time passing. The leaves fall, the nest is empty. What did I say? The empty nest. And there comes a season for contemplation of loss. And there is you feeling the loss. The raven wisdom is that all things must pass, and that clinging to the past is useless. Understanding the cycles of life makes acceptance of change easier to bear, as well as making each moment precious as it passes. There is a time for grieving. There it is. And to deny it is to prolong it in many cases. Find a safe space and time to mourn your loss. Then rise above them as the raven flies. See the bigger picture, for blessings will accompany your loss. Endings, cycles, grief. I accept the lessons of change. How has sorrow served you? What has it taught you? And there it is. Release and let go. Stop holding on with bleeding fingertips to something that no longer serves you. Spirit haven't left you. Nothing that's whatever yours will ever leave you. Where's Alice gone? There she is. She's hanging on with her fingertips. You need to let go. The heart chakra. Release. Release can challenge you to your very core, can sometimes mean handing over your control to another human being or the universe. Trusting another source to provide you with your needs and wants requires courage and strength. On the other side of release is the ability to continually let go of things simply through fear of what may happen if you stick it out. Fear of success, fear of failure, fear of the unknown, fear of failure, yes. Fear of the unknown, yes, the fool. At times it's easier to let go than to see where the situation will lead you, particularly if you're experienced at managing the effects of loss. You've perfected the art of catch and release. It's time to stop throwing things back under the pretense that something better will come along. It's all a farce. You keep giving up and throwing things away through fear. Fear that things will turn out wonderful and you won't know how to handle these positive changes in your life. You're experienced in loss and grief and are lacking in the fun and love departments. Time to let go of fear and allow yourself to feel the love and laughter that's been missing in your life for so long. Stop being so serious. The sky's not falling in and life can be wonderful. Manifest your dreams and then live them. Today's astrology for Father's Day. The moon in Libra. So sitting on the fence maybe. Anzus, which sounds strange for the letter F, but who knows? And what is that? Well done, Spirit. So the crow. Anzus, the Norway and Iceland referred to as os, A or O, interchangeable, as in Fullock, may also be spelled Fullock. The fourth rune, Anzus, so number 4, is connected with the faculty of speech, your throat chakra, which is there. The mouth itself, the variant word os, was used both in connection with the organs of speech, so the tongue, the mouth, the throat, and the sense of the river mouth. Apart from this, os also referred to the wise Odin, the All-Father, the one-eyed king of the gods. So eye issues. The ruler of Valhalla. For this reason, Anzus is called the God rune. Odin was considered to be the creator of the runes themselves, and Anzus shares his attributes. Since Odin's companions were two ravens, Hugin and Munin, or thought and memory, so Dad knows that you're thinking about him and that you're in his thoughts, fond memories, or just thinking about him because he was a bit of a pain in the backside and a bully. These carrion birds are associated with Anzus, as well as the two fierce wolves, a Capricorn, that were also his pets. We all have those two wolves within us, as does Dad. The negative and the positive. If you feed the negative, that's what you'll get. If you feed the positive, that's what you'll get. Odin hung for 9 nights, so he hung himself out. The Neptune Pisces card, playing the victim or the martyr because he wanted something. From the windy ash tree. We all come from the ash, apparently, which is Pisces, Aries. Well done, Spirit. Yggdrasil, the wild tree, to learn the secrets of the runes, and so the wood of the ash is connected to Anzus. This sacrifice of Odin was repeated many times by those who wished to become proficient in the rune magic. For this purpose, Potential room masters would put themselves through grueling physical ordeals, and maybe you've been through some, to learn wisdom in the same terrible manner as their God. So maybe you're learning the lessons that your dad had to learn. Stay away from drugs, because hallucinogenic substances were also part of these trials. So maybe you inherited drug abuse from your dad. Hence, ANZUS is connected with the properties of the fly agaric toadstool. And if you scroll down the community tab, you'll see we put what that means. This is a fast-changing situation. You may find yourself in a set of new circumstances with few clues about the correct way in which to proceed. However, even though the conscious mind may be at a loss, the unconscious knows better and will use dreams and strange coincidences to communicate guidance. So Dad's trying to talk to you. Animals, birds, insects, numbers, etc. The rune may also suggest that the influence of a helpful advisor will become a prominent feature in your life. But if it's a female Aquarius or a male Aquarius or a female lawyer, doctor, priest, please try not to take their advice, because they don't know what they're talking about. This person is likely to be male, though, with a great deal of worldly experience, so a father figure, and is probably of an older generation. The spoken word and the powers of persuasion are the basic meaning of this rune. It should be remembered that runes are themselves words of power. The Song of Odin states that we can make fetters fall from our feet and bonds burst from our hands. Thus the appearance of ANZUS ensures that you can use your wits and verbal dexterity to remove yourself from restraints, if you know or can learn the correct way to go about it. The God rune aspect of ANZUS should not be ignored. Religious influences, there we go, may be felt in some way. So, a psalm or a passage to do with Simon, Peter, with the numbers that I've said, positive numbers I've said. You could feel touched by the cosmic force. A loss of your voice is shown also. This may be literal, so a case of laryngitis perhaps, or in more symbolic sense, you will not be able to make yourself heard. Problems with communication in general are highlighted. Letters and documents may go astray, and you could find yourself somewhat isolated for a while. There could also be hitches when travelling, or your thoughts could become confused. Problems with parents and older people in general are also likely. So maybe, like I said, you don't exactly get on with Dad, but neither did I. I still regret that we didn't spend more time together. So, the 11th house is about not dimming your light, not trying to fit in. It's about the legs and ankles, so issues there health-wise, social and tribal gatherings, the workplace. The colour deep yellow, we've got a lot of yellow here. Group activities, society, friends, your hopes, wishes and dreams. Your social consciousness. The 11th house is where your personal sense of identity is extended to a greater group. The extended family, professional class, a tribe or race. This is the house of group interaction and organised society, where a social conscious is developed. The rules governing human conduct are examined, and if necessary, change is effected. As such, the planets in the 11th house describe how well or otherwise a person fits into society. Isolated, introspective signs and planets find it difficult to move beyond the confines of their own self in order to mix in the wider group, whilst outgoing signs and planets quickly embrace the extension of self. Traditionally, the 11th house is about the domain of hopes and wishes. It's what is envisioned, aspired to for the good of society. For those with social awareness, the dream is for the good of the community, but those who have not yet developed that sense, all dreams centre around the self, so selfishness. So Taurus in Pisces, Neptune in Pisces, sorry. Neptune in Taurus, I'm getting it wrong again. So, oh dear. So, due to long orbit, which means that Neptune won't reach these signs until the far future, Neptune in Aries, Taurus, Gemini and Cancer are not included. So we've never been there. So we don't know how this is going to work out. But that shouldn't stop you doing what's right, speaking your truth and going for what you want. So thanks for listening. Remember, your choices have consequences. You've got to live with them. But it doesn't mean that you have to keep paying for them forever. Okay? Bit of a sad one today. It really is. Thanks for listening. Bye.